people often come to me when they're in a state of kind of frustration or irritation or almost helplessness, right? They've been trying so hard to fix themselves for so many years, so many different approaches, and yet they're here. It's like I want to feel more confident. I still doubt myself all the time, or I don't feel like I'm authentic. Something's not aligned and things like that, right? Perhaps that resonates with you. But what I invite you to do in that moment is to slow things down. Here is why. When we learned in childhood anything, uncomfortable, if you didn't have an emotional support there to help you regulate again and things like that, what tends to happen is that we find ways to keep ourselves busy, occupied, so we don't have to feel that uncomfortableness, that emotion, whether it is sadness, anger, jealousy, whatever that is, shame, right? So we're doing something. And you may have heard of these coping mechanisms, that it's often called in the psychological world or self-help industry, right? And for some people it is things like shopping or drinking or eating, studying, that we compensate with something. And the fascinating thing is that I didn't realize that for myself, that was me, right? that actually that whole self-help drive, that techniques, the practices, the tools that I use to help to improve myself were actually a distraction from what is really going on within me. So if you're slowing down for a moment when you're hitting or you're pumping into that thing, it's like, I'm trying so hard, I've been doing so many things and nothing has changed for me. I'm still suffering, I'm still frustrated, I'm not where I want to be, right? To slow that down and be really honest with yourself. What am I trying to run away from? What am I trying to avoid? What is it in my current situation that I don't accept, right? Ask those kind of questions and be honest, right? To know this is nervous system, especially if you've been through trauma, right? It can cope with very, very intense emotions, right? You've already been through situations where things were really intense. So that discomfort, it feels big and stuff, but really our nervous system can cope with that. You can just slow it down and sit with that discomfort, with this frustration, and look, turn around. I don't want you to go out and look and watch another video or read another book or whatever you do, see another therapist. No, just pause and look inside of you. What is it there? What is it that you are trying to avoid with those, seemingly techniques and practices that are supposed to help you to improve the quality of your life, to improve your experience, to be more authentic, to feel complete, right? To do all that. Just get really curious about that. Okay? Let me know how you go with that.